What's up, everybody? It's your boy Q Ventures. We're in the city of La Paz. I'll tell you about how I got here right quick, what we're going to be doing for the next week or so. But before then, I want to show you how I got there, how I got here, and how you can get here. So, catch a trolley down to the border, and then a taxi to the hotel. So, you catch the blue line. Is literally, you just walk on the other side of this train to right here, right in front of the Santa Fe station. As we're waiting for the trains to come, that's the green line. But to get to San Isidro, you need to buy a ticket for the blue line, which is coming in the next 6 minutes. Alright, this train. We are now. Oh, this has changed greatly. We are now at the border, San Isidro border. So now it's time to cross. It's nighttime. It's a little bit dark, but we're gonna follow the walking path. As a lot has changed. This is all changed. This used to be different. This used to be, you had to cross a bridge to get to the other side, but now everybody enters or exit on this side, as you can see. So we are now next. Shut this off because I'll give you guys in a second. Alright, so we made it to the airport in Mexico. Flying out to La Paz. It's actually pretty simple. The way I took was a lot different, but the way I took is, I believe, a lot easier to travel with. So what you just saw is I took the train down to San Diego and the trolley in TJ, stayed the night in TJ, and I just took a taxi to the airport. Now, took a taxi to the airport, which is very easy. The airport is actually right on the border of San Diego and Tijuana. So you can go two ways. You can either take a taxi down here, or you could do the cross-border express, which people told me about. And the cross-border express, basically, you pay a fee and you could just cross right over the border into the airport, because the airport, like I said, is right on the border, and it's actually really easy. The airport is nice so far. It's very nice. It's small, but it's very clean and different from some of the other airports that I've visited. So I'd say it's a pretty nice airport. And all in all, being it is this close to the U.S. border, you can cross. So maybe next time, if I fly out of this place, I fly out of here, next time I might actually do it where I fly out and fly straight into, drive down here, park in the parking lot, I guess they have this part of the airport, and then use a cross-border express to go over and come straight here. But we'll see about that on the next time. Let's see how this trip goes first, and then we'll sit there and do a few other things. We got a bit of time to wait. They don't start boarding until for another 90 minutes. So I'm just gonna walk around, and if I see anything cool, I'll let you guys in and we'll see what we can see. All right, let me get it. All right, y'all. So like I said, we're in La Paz, which is the southern part of Baja California Sur. We're gonna be spending the next 5-6 days on a boat, a liveaboard boat. Never done it before. We're gonna be spending 5 to 6 days here, going to various parts in the Gulf of California, scuba diving all over the place, checking out the sights and everything like that. So I want to take you guys with me on this experience, and I want to show you around, and I want to sit there and see what's around here too. So far, the city is nice. It's small, but it's an interesting place. And I must say, it's very interesting. I like it. So let me figure out how to get onto the boat, which is right there. And yeah. Hola, amigo. See, this is, so check that out. Yeah, Lorenzo's a dive master. All right. Hey, buddy.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
Good, good. How are you? Cordell?
I am Mal. Your name?
Cordell.
Cordell?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Cordell.
Cool.
Where are you visiting me from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
LA.
Checking in here.
All right, Cordell. We're gonna assign you to your cabin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can bring your diving equipment.
Yeah.
To the diving deck. You need full rental, right?
I brought some stuff. But...
In the cabin, right? And I'll bring you a dive kit over here.
Uh-huh.
So let me check. Maybe two. Sorry, John. So your roommate is here?
Yay! Yay! Hey, buddy.
So after checking in and dropping my bags in my cabin, it's time to go over my equipment and make sure everything is in working order and ready to go. Because this equipment is everything I will need and will be using for the coming week. Now, if you've never heard of a liveaboard or haven't been on one, it's a unique experience. And for the next 5 days, we will be calling this home, as we will be sailing around the Sea of Cortez, visiting several diving spots between Baja California and the Mexican mainland. Now, some of these spots are only accessible from a liveaboard, as it will take a shore dive group several hours just to reach some of these spots. I watched a few videos about La Paz and the Sea of Cortez, just to see what the area is like and what I should be looking out for, which actually led me to pick October as the best month to go. But that October actually gave me the highest chance to see various marine life that I haven't even seen on previous dives. Because as the winter migration from north to south passes close to this area, and with several sightings of hammerheads and whale sharks are very common in this area. Now, we're not going to venture out of the Sea of Cortez into the Pacific. That's the spring route, which takes you over to Socorro Islands. So the chances of me seeing a humpback whale on this trip might not happen, but anything is possible. So, because during the fall months, this bunt is only going to be spending its time in the southern parts of the Sea of Cortez, so we're just going to hang out here and see what islands we can see. All right, guys. So, after just setting in and checking out my equipment and storing my gear, the last thing that is needed for me to do is to show my level of experience. Currently, I'm a rescue diver working my way up to a dive master. So we're going to continue stacking dives. All right, so a little bit of time left before our crew introduction. Let's go for a walk. So I wanted to show y'all a little bit of the Malecon of La Paz as we catch the sunset. So far, my initial reactions of the city, it's not too bad. It's a very quiet port city, but I have noticed much of the energy and activity is right here on the boardwalk. Now, most people might choose to go with Cabo San Lucas, which is just around the corner. But La Paz is a nice alternative. It's not as touristy as Cabo, so that means it's not as expensive as Cabo. All right? Now that also means that you're going to encounter less English here as well. But I have noticed many Americans here, as San Diego is just a 90-minute plane ride away. And I get that many Americans do flock here during the winter months to escape the frozen north. Heck, even on the way in from the airport, I even saw a Walmart. So there is a little bit of like America here, all right? Well, I think it's time for me to get back to the boat for our briefing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna head back to the boat and I'll talk to you guys in a sec.
Antonio. And we have Christian. You can call him Pariente. So they are the thinking captains, you know, so they will take care of us when we are diving. They're really good at watching the bubbles, and they're really good. You know, they will help you with your equipment. So that's Antonio and Christian, which is Antonio and Pariente.
All right, everybody. That was our briefing with the crew and the itinerary for this coming week as we get ready to set sail. Once we get away from the pier, we'll be transiting the rest of the night to our first dive spot. So I'm gonna hit the rack as they're gonna be ringing the bell at 5 a.m. for our first dive at 6. So I thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for more to come from this week's adventure.